Right now, in this exact moment, your future is being decided. Not by talent, not by luck, not by motivation. Listen to me carefully. Motivation is temporary. Feelings change. Energy fades. Hype disappears. But discipline? Discipline stays. Discipline shows up on the days you don't feel like it. Discipline works when nobody is watching. Discipline keeps moving when excuses are screaming in your head. And if you truly want to win in America's most competitive environment, discipline is not optional. It is mandatory. You don't wake up successful. You wake up tired. You wake up distracted. You wake up comfortable. The difference between average and elite is not talent. It's not luck. It's not even intelligence. It is the ability to do what must be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. That is discipline. Everybody wants the reward. Few want the routine. Everybody wants the spotlight. Few want the sacrifice. You see the championships, the businesses, the bodies, the bank accounts, but you don't see the early mornings, the late nights, the strict schedules, the repeated failures. Discipline is built in silence. Success is celebrated in public, in day. The United States, opportunity is everywhere. But so are distractions, social media, streaming platforms, endless scrolling, comfort food, comfortable beds, comfortable excuses. Discipline is choosing long-term greatness over short-term comfort. It is saying no to what feels good now so you can say yes to what matters later. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect. It is telling yourself, I am worth more than my excuses. It is keeping promises to yourself. Because every time you break a promise to yourself, your confidence weakens. And every time you keep one, your identity strengthens. You don't need to feel confident to act disciplined. You act disciplined and confidence follows. You don't need to feel motivated to start. You start and motivation shows up later. Action creates emotion, not the other way around. There will be days when you're tired, days when you're doubted, days when results are invisible. That is where champions are separated from spectators. Anybody can grind when they feel inspired. Only the disciplined can grind when it's boring. Discipline is waking up when the alarm rings, not when you feel ready. Discipline is training when your body aches. Discipline is studying when your friends are out partying. Discipline is investing when others are spending. Discipline is building when others are talking. Let's be honest. Excuses are easy. I don't have time. I'm not in the mood. I'll start Monday. But discipline says, start now. Discipline doesn't negotiate with weakness. It doesn't argue with laziness. It executes. If you want financial freedom, discipline your spending. If you want a powerful body, discipline your habits. If you want a sharp mind, discipline your focus. Every result in your life is tied to repeated actions, and repeated actions are controlled by discipline. Here's the truth. Your future is hidden in your daily routine. Not your dreams, not your plans. Your routine. Show me your habits and I will show you your destiny. The world respects consistency. Employers respect reliability. Teammates respect accountability. And you will respect yourself when you realize you can trust your own word. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Discipline creates the perfect moment. It turns ordinary people into unstoppable forces. Today, make a decision. Not an emotional decision. A disciplined one. Decide that no matter how you feel, you will execute. You will show up. You will finish, because in the end, talent might open the door, but discipline keeps you in the room. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to hear. Your life will not change because you're inspired. It will change because you are disciplined. Inspiration is a spark. Discipline is the engine. And engines don't stop when the weather changes. If you truly want to dominate your goals in the United States, in business, fitness, academics, entrepreneurship, you must build a system that does not depend on your mood, because moods are unstable. Discipline is stable. The most dangerous lie you can tell yourself is, "I'll do it later." Later is the graveyard of dreams. Later is where ambition goes to die. Discipline says, now. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. Understand this. Discipline is a skill. And like any skill, it strengthens with repetition. The first time you wake up early, it's hard. The 10th time, it's easier. The 100th time, it's automatic. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. High performers don't rely on feelings. They rely on structure. They schedule their workouts. They schedule their study time. They track their spending. They protect their focus. They eliminate what wastes time. Discipline is not about doing everything. It's about doing what matters consistently. There will be sacrifice. Let's not sugarcoat it. You will miss some parties. You will say no to distractions. You will choose growth over comfort. And sometimes it will feel lonely. But temporary. Loneliness is better than permanent regret. Imagine 5 years from now. 2 versions of you. One chose comfort. One chose discipline. One kept hitting snooze. One got up and worked. One kept scrolling. One kept building. The gap between those 2 lives will not be talent. It will be daily decisions. Discipline is doing the small things correctly, over and over again, even when they seem insignificant. Making your bed, finishing your tasks, showing up on time, keeping your word. These small wins stack and stacked. Wins create unstoppable momentum. You don't need to be extreme. You need to be consistent. It's not about one perfect day. It's about many controlled days. Discipline is less about intensity and more about identity. When you start seeing yourself as a disciplined person, your actions align automatically. And here's the power move. Stop announcing your goals. Start proving them. Silent work, loud results. Let your discipline make the noise. In a country full of opportunity, the disciplined person always rises. Not because they are lucky, but because they are reliable. Reliable to their mission, reliable to their routine, reliable to their future self. Pain will visit everyone. Discipline decides whether pain makes you stronger or weaker. When you embrace structured struggle, you build resilience. And resilience is the backbone of success. So when the alarm rings tomorrow morning, remember this moment. When your body says quit, remember this choice. When excuses whisper, remember your standard. You are not here to live average. You are not here to waste potential. You are here to execute at a level most people are too comfortable to reach. This is your heavy hook. Listen carefully. If you cannot control your habits will control your future. Make discipline your lifestyle. Make execution your identity. Make consistency your weapon. Because at the end of the day, motivation will fade. Feelings will shift. But discipline will build the life you said you wanted.